We tend to think of Liberal Democrats as nice, jolly people with an obsession for holding up diamond-shaped signs. But they're not angels, and they do fall out and argue. It's one reason why you have a party's complaint system, in our case based on bringing the party into disrepute. But what does it actually mean? It could mean being convicted of a criminal offence. It could involve breaking postal vote rules. It could be discriminating against a person contrary to the Equality Act, or standing against a Lib Dem candidate or joining another party. Or it could be simply disagreeing with the party's values in a fundamental way, or breaching the party's standards on bullying, or data protection, or respect for others. Or it could simply be anything that a reasonable person thinks might bring the party into disrepute. Who is this reasonable man, or rather person? Many members find the concept, frankly, quite confusing. And in politics, catch-all expressions are always rather tricky and slippery to deal with. For example, what about this?
Broken promises. There have been too many in the last few years, too many in the last 30 years.
Certainly brought the party into disrepute. Probably not what people are thinking of, though. There are bound to be unfair and subjective judgments, but there's a right of appeal. However, until recently, no timescale was set. Appeals went unheard for years, the right of appeal was meaningless, the system was a mess. And that matters if you've been barred from being a candidate, or expelled from the party, or obliged to undertake training. It's like a Kafka story.
These people? The accused.
You can wait and wait and wait, hoping for some response. From the unseen but powerful bodies. We actually don't know how many people are trapped inside the system, or whose job it is to sort the mess out. And if you want to resolve the issues some other way, you can't, because it's under appeal. That's catch-22.
That's some catch, that catch-22!
And I only came here because I wanted to see if the inside of this famous legal system was as loathsome as I guessed it was. And now I'm too depressed to want to see anything more. I just want to get out of here and be alone.
Well, that's a bit over-dramatic. But there's clearly scope to demand better. Unless, of course, serious criticism itself brings the party into disrepute. We'll have to ask the reasonable man.